So I'm going to make another video. I don't think these are doing anything, but they make me feel better. So that's really why I do it. And what I want to talk about today is Federalist paper number 65, which is Hamilton's discussion of the impeachment aspect of the Constitution. And he explains that the trial will be in the Senate, not in the courts, because impeachment isn't limited to criminal acts. Impeachment is really a political act, and in fact, the main thing that Hamilton seems to stress. This is my take of reading Federalist Paper 65. You should probably read it yourself. It's not real long, and it's pretty interesting. Anyway, his main idea seems to be that if the president betrays or abuses public trust, he should be impeached. And he actually calls it the bridle on the presidency, I guess, meaning it's how to rein in the presidency. And it's for Hamilton. If the president betrays public trust, he should be impeached. And Trump said he was going to deport the criminals, but that's not what he's doing. He betrayed our trust on that, and I think that's not the only place he's betrayed our trust. We all knew he was going to do tariffs, even though most educated people understand that tariffs are dumb. But 100% tariff? And you know that Trump doesn't understand percentages, right? He claimed to reduce the cost of something by 600%. You can't reduce something by 600%. So he obviously doesn't understand what he's saying himself. Anyway, I think there are so many aspects of Trump's administration that have betrayed the public trust that it seems to me there's, certainly Hamilton would have impeached Trump. Of course, Hamilton would have impeached Mitch McConnell for not putting Merrick Garland up for a vote when he was nominated to be a Supreme Court judge. So I do think Mitch McConnell is the worst person ever to have been elected, and that's really saying something given Trump is elected. It's such a, Mitch McConnell didn't put Merrick Garland forward, and didn't. It conspired to keep Trump from being found guilty in his two impeachment proceedings for completely partisan reasons, not for logic, not for factual reasons, not for lack of evidence, but for purely partisan reasons. What a horrible thing to do with the trust you've been given as an elected official. I've said before, I always thought the Republicans were the good guys. And, in the world of MAGA, that's hard to believe. But in my day, that seemed to be true. William F. Buckley would not stand for MAGA. That's my guess. Obviously, I don't know what William F. Buckley would do in the face of MAGA's ideology, which candidly I don't understand what MAGA's ideology is, but it certainly seems to be inimical to what I thought the Republican core values were, which was to maintain as much individual freedom for each citizen as possible. And I think that was kind of the idea of the democracy that our founders created. Obviously, in the last 250 years, it's not like we got there. Not everyone, not every citizen in the United States has been treated equally, that's for sure. But I think until Trump, we were on a path to do that. And I've always been extremely proud of being an American. And now I am extremely embarrassed by this administration and actually terrified by it. And I think it's horrible, and I think it should be impeached. And I've said in other videos, I'm so disappointed that the 273 Republican members of Congress are empowering instead of doing something to at least put some limitation around the horrible things that this administration is doing. I mean, Rubio's war with Venezuela, that to me, that's a clear betrayal of the public trust. I am just, I'm always upset by everything he does. Every day I'm upset over a new thing in a new way. And so I have to speak out like this to help me kind of deal with the horrible things that, I think of as my party is doing. My party. I mean, it's just, it's devastating. And I wish that the 220 members of the House or the 53 members of the Senate or who are Republicans would do something. So please do something. Control this guy. Get him out of there.